free my mind and flying across the sky. Spread my wings and flying across the skies. I free my mind and flying across the sky. Spread my wings and flying across the skies.
Okay, it's 2 o'clock, Monday afternoon. Pugsy's had another one. It's fish number 4, Pugs, isn't it?
It's number 4.
It's 46-12. 46-12 common.
Yeah, it makes a difference when you've got proper bait, doesn't it?
It does make a difference when you use a proper bait.
Sorry, can we just...
I know exactly what you're going to do, really.
Sorry, one sec. Can we take the next boat? Can we just... One sec. We're our
Look this
sponsor-
way,
Our next sponsor.
Yeah.
Sure. You're going to love this one. And that's bad stack through these.
Oh, this is the right way, man.
Bring the tail up a little bit.
Well done, Puggles. Off you that side, mate.
Oh, it's fell off. The dash bags fell off.
The other side ain't as good.
Oh, that fish was a minute ago, wasn't it? The belly. Exact same shape.
Yeah, look.
They're ready to spawn, mate, some of these.
Yeah.
Some of these are ready
They
to
don't spawn, they need to spawn soon, don't they?
Yeah, otherwise you're going to have problems. Saying that the next hot bit of weather, I think they'll spawn.
Yeah.
The water's warm though.
Well,
You having a laugh, aren't you?
Oh, it is. I'm just walking it. Oh,
Right, Joe, I'm going to get sorted, get back round there.
Right, Tim.
why has it gone off?
Pugs, well done, mate.
Your battery's low, right?
The other side of Pugsy's fish,
They're brand new batteries.
46-12.
You don't hold it all the way in. No, if you've got the sling. There's it.
She ain't going to take long, that's it, mate. Well done, Pugs.
Well done, mate. Nice fish.
Well done. Still buzzing for Timmy's fish. Awesome fish, honestly. I may be struggling myself this week, but to see fish like that makes everything worth it. Dad had another one this afternoon, 30-pound mirror, I think. So yeah, I've had a freshened up and redid the rods about 4:30. I've seen 1 or 2 fish crash to me right since I've done the rods, and but it's been pretty quiet up here, to be honest. I'm not saying there's nothing up here, but there's definitely a lot more fish down the other end. They're boshing out all day long. So food's on the go. Yeah, potatoes are on the boil. So doing myself some food, and I'm pretty sure someone will have another couple of fish before dark. But it's been a pretty productive day. I think 5 fish have been out in daylight hours today, which is pretty good. More fish have been out during the day than the nights. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Dad or Pugs will probably do something tonight, and Timmy's obviously had a couple of fish now. Sean's not done nothing really since the first night, but he's not far from fish, so I'm sure he'll do something. The lake looks lovely. The wind's eased right off. The rain's finally stopped. just looks nice. We're starting to spit now, to be honest. Typical. But yeah, it looks nice. Hopefully this end will do another fish or two. Ken's got one out towards peg 1 now. We've got them down towards where the fish have been showing. But we'll see what happens. I mean, like I said, there's not many fish up here, but there's still obviously a few fish up here. So I'm pretty hopeful that we might do some more. But if I can see more fish like what Timmy's had, even if I'm not doing much, it's nice to see. Like I said, buzzing for him, absolutely buzzing. Awesome fish. And he got a drowning for it, which is it's been a long time since we drowned someone. But yeah, awesome. Anyway, I'll let you go, and hopefully I'll see you before dark. Tuesday morning. It's about 6:30 now. Quiet night for me, nothing. Didn't even hear anything down here, to be honest. I'll see anything down here for a little while. All quiet, very quiet. Pugsy and Dad had fish overnight. Pugsy had another cracking fish. We had a 57 plus common. I'll get some photos off Pugs and I'll post that up. And then Dad had a 42 common, I think, throughout the night. So I'll get some photos of that as well, get that up. As far as I know, sorry, as far as I know, that's it. That's all that's come out. The fish are stacked up down the other end, which is exactly what I thought they would be doing. Seems to be this time of year, it's a one-sided lake, it's a two-swim lake. It's unfortunate, but I'm still pretty convinced with the closing of 4, there's so much water for the fish to hold up and there's no pressure. With no one in 4, you just don't push them out, don't push them around. Later in the year they seem to spread out a bit more, but this time of year, this end of the lake just don't seem to do anything. It's exactly what I knew and exactly what I thought. But like I said, when you get a shit draw, you're left with what you got, and you got to just try and make the most of it. So I think I'm pretty fortunate what I had yesterday, and I'm hopeful that that's not the last fish of the week for me. I'm hopeful that, you know, I might be able to pick a cut. There must be some fish still up there, some resident fish possibly, and if they're here, then there's a chance I might get one. Like I said, I'd run about 7:30 yesterday morning, so I haven't seen anything. But then I seen nothing yesterday morning. It was just dead. The first night there was definitely fish up there. There was a few fish up here, because there was a lot of fish topping, but it's just died and they disappeared. So, but yeah, as far as I know, just the 2 fish. My radio seems to have switched itself off overnight. The battery died, so I might not have caught, if anyone was on the radio, sort of early morning. But I'm pretty sure up until about 2 o'clock this morning there was only the 2 fish out. But if anything else has been out, I'll report it to you. Like I said, I'll get them photos up. And like same as Pugs's 56 earlier in the week, I'll get the photos up so you can see them, even though I haven't filmed them. And but yeah, I'll tell you what, looking at the size of the fish, there's been a 65 or 6 550s, 65 50s I think, and a few 40s. So the stamp of fish has been fantastic, honestly. It's the best head of big fish we've had on here, even though we've had a lot of fish on here in the past. That's the best head of big fish we've had. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it's running out, not even halfway through the week yet, so it could be some serious tally by the end of the week if it continues. But yeah, I'll let you know, I'll keep you posted, and hopefully I might be able to show you another fish in the bank pretty soon. Me and Sean have been quiet for a little while, so we'll see. Like I said, Dad's banging them out, Pucky's still banging them out, but Timmy's had the 2. We'll see what happens, and I will report.
What you see is what you get here.
Right, it's 20 past 11 on Tuesday, Timmy's been watching fish bubbling and rolling over his spot all morning and it's finally gone off. It's another 50, it's a 55.4 mirror. So he's had 2 50s and a 60 this week. Yeah, not a bad week, Tim.
On the wild trip.
Looks awesome, that. Looks bloody. It's a big good fish, that, isn't it? Timmy, how you feeling?
Well. How many years did it take me to get there?
You're fucking hammering this.
You always have your turn, Tim.
You and Pugsy are hammering. Say that again.
How long it takes.
Hammering the lumps this week.
Right, that'll be for that.
That's that side, Tim.
No matter how long it takes, Timmy, every dog has his day.
You're right on the edge of that step, Tim.
That's it.
A leaf right in that corner. Leaf on its. That's it.
Brush it right.
You see that again. Here's the other side of Tim's fish. 55 and a quarter.
Yeah, but that's just a little, that's a fragment from a line catch. Not even, it's not a discoloration.
Well, that circle.
Yeah.
What's the weight up?
55.4.
Got some dodgy fins at the bottom.
Yeah.
That is an absolutely
Yeah.
lovely fish.
Got a dodgy hold in it.
Dodgy market trader.
So I'm pretty sure Timmy said he wants to do some more water shots. That's a nice fish, that, Tim.
Well, the chances are he can get wet again anyway a few times. In reality, if he does it right, probably 3 times at least.
At least.
Well, we've got until next October, haven't we? To have a night. Your
Oh,
dad's
yeah.
got the fact that your dad gets away with it. Your dad's thinking, I've done my bit.
Alright, don't worry.
I'm sitting on the water.
It's like old times, Timmy, you've followed through.
Looks lovely, that. Absolutely awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Back off, pugs.
You can't do it. You can't do him, pugs.
Unlawful, that would be.
Yeah. That's a a day in court, that pugs, and you wouldn't want to go in court because you're guaranteed to
Well
be
done,
guilty.
Tim. Cracking fish, buddy.
Where's that pole?
Well done, Timmy.
That's up past 2 Tuesday. It's gone quiet since Timmy had that fish. There's not been a lot showing over the top of Timmy's spots since then either. So weather's warmed up quite considerably. It's been really cold and wet last 2 days, and I'm sitting here in a shorts and t-shirt now. Although it's cloudy, it's a lot warmer than it has been, and the wind's changed. It's pumping right up this end at the moment. Has been all day, which is different than what's happened. So I'm hoping it might bring a few fish this way, especially now it's gone quieter down the other end. But then the afternoon, this part of the afternoon, it does go a little bit quieter anyway. I've redone my 3 rods. I've moved things around a little bit. I took a little bit of time out there with a sounder, and I found myself a lovely little hump, only about 50 yards out from my left hand rod. So I put one on there. That's about the only. The bottom is flat. It's about 10 feet flat all the way, and that is about the only place I've found a little hump. Apart from there's a hump to my right, which I've fished before and never had anything off. Even though I've been fish over the top of it quite consistently over the years we fished here. For some reason you can never get a take off it. This spot out here, I'm going to give a try because it goes from 10 feet and it comes out about a good foot, just over a foot, and then it levels off behind it. So it's something different. So I've put a rod on that, or just the other side of that actually, and then I've still got another rod about 60-65 yards out towards peg 1. I've just moved it slightly further left, probably about 10 yards left of where I've been fishing, just to try something, I don't know, just to try a slightly different area in case. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm getting a clean retrieval, so I don't think I'm fishing badly presentation wise, but I just thought I'd move it slightly, and it's not far off where I've been fishing, and I've been baiting the general area anyway. So, and then my right hand rod is towards there's a big snag tree that's gone in the water. Oh, chop me hat. There's a big snag tree. There's a big snag tree gone in the water, so I've aimed towards that, and I'm at 100 yards. I'm probably still about 30-40 yards short of the snag tree, but I'm very reluctant to go too far towards the snags because I know there's probably going to be a fair few branches that have come off and are probably in the water, and they're going to cause problems. So I'd rather fish clear of those, but close enough to where the fish I think will probably be. So hopefully, if I do get a take, I won't get any problems with snags. So that's the general area I'd been fishing from the other day, yesterday morning. So, but I have slightly moved it from that spot, and I found it around further right. But yeah, like I said, I've had a little move around the rods. It's not going to work. There's not really a lot of fish still in front of me at the moment, but I'm hoping that they might turn up. I'm hoping. Sean's in Pugsy swim at the moment for some reason. I'm hoping they're going to turn up at some point, maybe not in numbers, but if I get a couple in front of me, there's a chance. Ken's still without anything yet. He's fishing dead opposite me, and this end just hasn't done a lot of fish at all this year. But we'll see. Listen, we're only halfway through the week. See what happens. There's no chance we can move. There's nowhere to move to. So it's about persevering what we've got and hope the fish turn up. It's nearly 8 o'clock. Been a quiet day today. Nothing's. Right, 7:45. Not a lot been out today at all. Nothing's been out actually since Timmy's fish. I'm gonna go this way in case anything decides to top. I should be lucky, so lucky. Yeah, nothing's really been out. There's not really been a lot showing. There was fish bouncing everywhere this morning in front of Timmy's swim before he fished. Since his fish, it's died. There's been no fish rolling, no fish topping. Yeah, it's been quiet, but in the last half an hour, there's been a couple of shows down the bottom end in front of Dad, and I've seen a couple of fish up this end, which is the first thing I've seen up here in at least 24 hours. So confidence is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where I got my baits. I haven't touched them since about 2 o'clock when I put them out. They're going to stay out now. But yeah, I'm pretty confident there's a good chance the fish, if the fish have come up here, which is definitely a couple of fish up here, then hopefully I'm hoping I might be able to pick one up, maybe two up if I'm lucky. I don't know. One fish should do me anyway. It's been an hard week, a struggle week. We're halfway through the week now, so if I can have another couple before the end of the week, I'll be more than happy, considering the sort of, you know, the circumstances and where the fish have been most of the week. You know, to have 2 or 3 fish up here this week is going to be pretty good. Kind of knew that with a draw. Bad draw in here this time of year is the kiss of death, but it is what it is. Someone's got to have a bad draw. But you know what, I've been buzzing for the boys because they've done some pucker fish this week. There's been I don't know how many 50s, 5, 6 50s and a 60. Honestly, what a week, like, and we're only halfway through, so if it can continue, it's going to be a serious week. And we're all pretty, I don't know, we're confident that another lump's going to come out, you know. Paw print's not been out in over a year. The big one come out last week, but you know, that could well, it's a big fish, it could well come back out again. But like I said, we've had one of the big commons. There is a bigger common in here than that as well. So hopefully we'll see another lump or two before the end of the week. But it's been a good start. What an awesome start. Not so much for me on Ken, but and even Sean's only had the one, but even still, like the other boys, you know, Timmy's had 3, I think Pugsy's on 5, Dad's on 5 or 6. But just the sheer size of the fish, it's just been awesome, absolutely awesome. But yeah, anyway, if I don't, I'm pretty sure someone will have a fish before dark. But if I don't see ya, hopefully I'll see you in the morning with a lump.
I know.
It's Wednesday morning, 20 past 8 in the morning, quiet night, nothing out. Had a few fish rolling, crashing, and Timmy's had the first fish of the day. Really pretty fish, this one. 37.6 mirror. Not his biggest of the week, but it's definitely a pretty one.
An apple again, is it?
Apple scales.
I was going to say, you know, catch pretty fish don't get pretty bird, do I? Like my old woman. You know, we've got that too.
Timmy, you do know this is going on the internet, right?
You get a pretty fish in a rough way. What's that about?
Don't say that about my princess.
I'll tell you what, have you got any toilet roll?
I don't need to edit that out, do I, Tim?
Yeah. I know, do you bollocks?
That's lovely.
Shows.
Look at that. That's Bonnie, that.
You're talking about me now, right?
Yeah, sound like that, Sean.
Bonnie is in short and dumpy.
A bit like me.
Sean. No, Sean, no, that's another. Not as good as the Elphick. How good was the Elphick one?
No, the Elphick's one was.
You look at
That's probably that's one of the prettiest fish I've ever seen. That Elphick's fish.
Mind you, there's one at what's the name?
Get Sam Bailey here.
Tell you, it's £60 fully scaled.
Dear me.
I had 20 now, patchy Carp.
That ghost you had out of Elphick side takes some beating.
Yeah.
That's a stunning fish.
It is, that's nice, that. No, not many of them in here.
I tell you what, we had one year we had a few like that.
Yeah, short, smaller.
Yeah, in the 20s, they were upper 20s. But real pretty fish.
No wrong being short.
What are they, northern fish, are they?
They're old.
Massive mouth, isn't it?
Yeah, but look how many hook holes he's had.
That's an
Yeah,
Elphick one, isn't it?
yeah, I see that earlier. It's a bit,
That's the first fish that I've seen like that. That's like a fucking northern slag.
When
do you know, I've just noticed how big the scales are now, because I didn't see that
Beautiful,
before.
isn't
big
it?
apple slice
Yeah,
scales.
Yeah, acorn look like oranges and
not
lemons,
even
isn't it?
consistent, are they? They're all
Don't like you, Tim. It's like your missus. When you touch her, she gets all tense and thinks, get up, you dirty bastard.
You met her then?
Yeah. She don't do that when I get hold of her.
That's pretty, that. Real pretty.
It's just a shame Timmy's spoiling it. You know, waited that long, it's gone off.
Proper pretty, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Timmy, just swing it to me because I haven't got a full-on shot, that's it.
That's what I noticed in some of the other shots, but watch when we do the other shots. You've probably got them on yours because you're behind there.
Yeah, he's got them because you do it to him instead of to us.
Yeah.
You know what I say to Nara?
I don't.
Because he worries about this. I say, fuck off, it's my fish. Get it on my camera.
Well, I know I do a good photograph,
No,
so whatever I've got I'll send over.
Yeah, but that's all good.
There she goes. Well done, Timmy.
Thank you very much.
Another fish for Tim. Bit quiet for everyone else, but
I'm coming to get you, baby.
they're still coming out. The odd fish is still coming out. So I think I'm going to redo one of my rods. I've had a few savage liners on last night. See what today brings. Okay, 25 past 10. Pugs is at this just after 10 o'clock. How big, Pugs?
47.8.
47.8. Another fish.
Another common.
He's having a good week. Have a good fish and all, isn't it? Nice fish, that, Pugs. Lovely fish.
A bit lively.
Will be lively as a common. It's a commune. Angry commune. Just tower around to me a little bit, Pugs. No, bring it away from your body a little bit. Nice fish, yeah. Good help, wouldn't it? Can you bring it up a little bit higher, Pugs?
You had a phone call when you got that run. You crossed somebody on peg 14 on Saucy.
What did you say?
You reckon you crossed someone on peg 14? Oh mate, that's that side. Now spin it round. It's a lovely fish, that. Lovely fish. Ready?
Yeah.
Bonny fish, that. Real nice fish. That looks nice, that Pugs. It's the other side of Pugsy's. Oh, the other side of Pugsy's fish. 47.5 common. A bit of a breather, Pugs.
Long to go, this one.
No, I don't suppose it will, Pugs.
Because he's angry.
We're swimming out already, Pugs. Gone. Well done, Pugsley.
Cheers, mate.
Well done, buddy. It's 20 to 5 now on Wednesday. Quiet day, but as you can see the sun's been out. It's been a different day altogether today. The sun's been out, been nice and warm in a pair of shorts. Wind's been blowing up this way again, the second day it's been blowing up this way. And we have seen a couple of fish not too far from us, but that's a good thing. So yeah, it's been quiet. Pugs had the last fish out, that 47 common. Only 2 fish out today. Last night was dead, nothing out, which is, I don't know, it was weird. It was an eerie night last night. There was a lot of fish crashing and that, but it just wasn't happening. Yeah, it's just been one of them weeks. It's been a difficult week. I kind of knew it'd be difficult up this end. This time of year, the fish generally stack up the other end. So when you come out quite bad in the draw, like sort of we have done, you know you're sort of going to be in for a struggling week. It's one of them things. Part and parcel of the game, you know. And I'm pretty happy with the one fish I've had so far. Hopefully there'll still be more for me, and hopefully Ken will get off the mark. He's still not had nothing yet. So keep trying. Rods have been out. I put the rods out about an hour ago now. They're out now for the night. Same spots as last night pretty much. and we'll see what happens. There's been something slicking up over the top of my left rod already. Could be small stuff though. I've got, like I said, I've got crumbs and chops in there, all soaked in hemp oil. So you know, it could well be small stuff. There's plenty of small stuff still in here. He has netted it for the silvers, but there's still a lot of small silvers in here. So it could well be them, and you know, or you know, it could be carp, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, hopefully I'll be able to show you something pretty soon. There'll be something definitely out before dark, or at least someone will have a run. Dad normally picks a few fish up before dark, and they normally start showing from about sort of 6. They have been this week from about sort of 6ish onwards, 6-7 o'clock onwards. Timmy's doing a barbecue, so he's going to bring some food back round for us later, which will be nice. But yeah, it's been a struggle week. I've enjoyed it. It's been good seeing some absolute lumps come out, and hopefully I'll be able to get amongst a few myself before the end of the week. Back out, we're actually back out again in 2 weeks' time anyway. So we're fishing Lesmont. So I was hoping this session I might do a few fish because I'm expecting that to be a little bit difficult, but it's not been that way at all this week. It's been difficult, and like I said, we've still got a few more days left, so it's still time. We have known. My dad's fished in this swim a few times and not started catching till sort of Tuesday, Wednesday, and ended up with, like, you know, the best part of a dozen fish. So I don't expect that to be the case this week. If, you know, if I can nab another 1 or 2 fish, without sounding greedy, I'll be more than pleased. I'll speak to you later.
Right, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's Thursday morning. Pugsy's had one already. He's had a 50. What do you have? 50 pound mirror, and I've had one. Same rod.
What, it's Pugsley?
Not as spicy. No. Same rod as what I had my fish on the other day. It's 53.4 common. Fish number 2 for me, first 50 of the week. So I think that works out. We've worked at 850s have been out this week on the 60. So what a week.
Good shit, isn't it?
Now, got a weird gut on it, it's like hollow at the back.
Hey, this was working bad.
You behave, you bastard.
I don't like that when you just
What colour?
stands up with them like that.
Look how high it is at the back.
Yeah. It's been steamroller, doesn't it? Lift your head up to it.
You've done this before, haven't you?
That's it, perfect.
Got like a glass eye, hasn't it?
In fact, looking through this, it doesn't give the fish justice unless it turns out better on telly. Because it is deep as all this.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a really flat fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been run over, hasn't it?
looks
Pugsley
like
fell on it.
It's like a football fish.
Pugsley fell on it today. Steamrolled it.
It's the one he had earlier.
Oh, there you go, we'll get camera, mate.
Big arch back.
So look at the way that scale pattern opens up on the skeleton.
It opens up here a little bit,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
You know, that looks like it could be a big fish.
Spawned out already.
I tell you what, the belly's hollow. Where
No,
the other
but
bellies
you
have
can
been
see
solid.
it. You can see it.
This belly's hollow.
Yeah, but it could be ready to expand, if you know what I mean.
If you-
Rather than being empty.
You look at his arsehole's flicking already, isn't it?
Hang on, Tim, light up first. Here's the other side, 53.4 common. Happy days. Nice fish, another nice fish. Right, Timmy boy.
Right, it's Thursday. I'm looking for a reason. It's 20 to 5. Been down to the supermarket today. It's been red hot this morning, so we decided to rest the swims for a couple of hours. Reeled the rods in about lunchtime. Me, Ken, Pugsy and Timmy went down to the supermarket, get a couple of bits and just basically just get out for a couple of hours and rest the swims. It's gone a lot more cloudy now, although the sun's still out and the clouds actually clearing, believe it or not. It's really thick along the back, and we're due some thunderstorms in this afternoon, this evening and tomorrow. So we're hoping it's gonna sort of stir the fish on. Ken reckons he's seen some fish in front of us since he's been back. I've not rushed back to my swim at all. I was sitting with my dad's swim and round the other side in the cabin. I'm going to redo my rods now. But while we've been gone, Sean's playing a bit of a practical joke on Pugs. He's had a blow up dole and he's blown it up and he's put it in Pugsy's bed waiting for Pugsy to come back. So yeah, when Pugsy walks back to his swim, I'm going to turn the camera on and hopefully he'll come on the radio with some sort of comment. I don't know whatever Pugsy's going to say, but it should be pretty funny. So yeah, he's pranked Pugs, and funny as fuck. Watching him walk around there with a blow up dole in his arms is pretty funny. But Sean the practical joker, look, here he is, look at him puffing his chest out. So yeah, so that should be pretty funny. We'll see. But anyway, the fishing's been slow, but we've had a bit of sun, getting a bit of suntan today, and hopefully that storm will bring a couple of fish in. But yeah, I'm gonna do the rods, and hopefully we'll catch Pugsy on the radio once he finds that surprise. Well, Pugsy weren't phased at all, was he? I think he likes the fact that he's got a blow up dole in his bed for the night. He's even called it Doris. Each to their own. I think Pugsy will be parading it around all for the rest of the week now. Anyway, back to the fishing side of things. It's been hot today. We are due a storm in tonight at some point, and I hope it comes because we could do with a bit of low pressure. The weeds seem to shut up in the last 2 days with the sun. And the fish have just been milling around on the surface today, but in the last sort of half an hour there's been quite a few fish showing all over the lake, which is quite good. A few fish, Ken's seen a few fish in front of him, sort of between me and him, between him and Ken. I've seen a couple down in the tree lines today as well. So yeah, fingers crossed tonight we'll do a few fish and they'll be spread out around the lake. You know, Ken still will get off the mark. We're hoping he gets one. But yeah, it's hope. Well, I'm hoping I've got a good feeling about tonight. Big Fish Thursday. And if the storm comes and the fish are spread out, I think there's a chance of a fish or two on the bank tonight. So I'll keep you posted. Hopefully I'll see you before dark. If not, fingers crossed there'll be a lump out overnight. I will speak to you soon. Look at that. Nice fish though, isn't it? Proper fish there.
Nice.
Right, it's Thursday night. Just gone 11 o'clock. I've had an absolute screaming take. Same rod again. 51.5, wasn't it, mirror?
Yeah.
51.5 mirror.
Where's the camera? I've got there. Hello.
Angry, so hopefully nice solid fish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it because the light's on it?
How's that look on the camera? Well,
Looks lovely when you put the light on it.
Oh, how do I get? So, how do I reverse it to?
51.5 mirror. Happy days, fish number 3 for me, 250s and up at 40. Well pleased. The tally's adding up to 50s and 950s and 60 this week, I think we've had. Right, sir.
Start with the camera, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
lump, isn't it?
Does it come out better if you put that on it?
A little bit. Back light's alright.
No, I mean when it's just...
Oh, you can't get pick up on there.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like...
You should be able to pick up with a light on it. So,
What, just like that?
One more to the outside. That's a bonny fish, that, isn't it?
Yeah, pufferfish.
yeah, your
Do I need
this
this
little
headlamp
camera will
on?
be the same as his.
Here's the other side of it. 51.8.
That's it. Oh, I'm not getting the towel in. It's not coming out. What's that?
You got a flash on, Sam? Keep an eye
Oh
on
yeah,
the fish.
now.
That tail didn't look that big when it was in the net. It was like some tail.
The lump, isn't it?
Two and a half. I think it looks so much bigger.
Right, Tim, focus.
But...
How'd it come out, Tim?
Yeah, I've got quite a few.
Oh, my ankles are fucking killing me.
Can I have a quick look, Tim? That were you. Fuck's sake.
Honestly, you kill my ankles doing this.
It goes fucking straight.